I redesignated the variables to reinforce my association of these number resources with the gunas of Shakti. I let C equal S for Sattva Guna, K equal R for Raja Guna, and N equal T for Tamaguna. To investigate the groups of subsets, it is helpful to designate a set of groupings of subsets for a superset in the following manner. For an n or t equal 5 origin set, let S equal 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, and 1. For k beginning where r equals 0 or r equals 0, 2 where r equals 0 or r equal n. With some investigation, I came to find it more helpful to let T equal the number of possible subsets with a count of members equal R minus 1. And so S will equal the number of unique subsets with a count of members equal R, resulting from order 2 unions of T elements, each with a count of members equal R minus 1. For example, here we have 5 elements. Now we can say this is R minus 1, and this will be R. And so from the union of these T elements, we will get one S group. From these 5 groups, the unions of these groups are subsets will produce one subset. And in this example, if T equals 10, for these subsets, then the union of these subsets will give us S, these 5 subsets. Now in a special case, when R equal 2, as in this case R equals 2, then T will equal N, or for R minus 1, because R minus 1 is 1. And so this is the subset where R has one element in each subset. And this is where R equals 2. And so we see the union of these 5 produces these 10. The Sattva Guna phase of differentiation for each group, you may count the clouds or subsets of elements, but not the number of elements. And so in this case, I can count the number of subsets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the Sattva Guna phase, but I would not be able to count the number of elements in a subset in this initial phase of Sattva Guna. And so for each of these, I would be able to count the number of subsets, but not the number of members in each subset. In the Rajaguna phase of differentiation, for each group, you may count the subsets and the tapping of raindrops in a subset, but you will not be able to differentiate the tap of one element from the tap of another. And so, in this case, now I can count the number of subsets and each little raindrop in a cloud. So I have 4 little raindrops in there. But I will not be able to differentiate between the taps. So I will not be able to know that in this cloud I have D, C, B, and A. And in this cloud I have E, C, B, and A. I will not be able to differentiate among the raindrops. Only I will be able to count the raindrops. And this is in the Rajaguna phase. In the Tamaguna phase of differentiation, you may count the subsets, determine the numbers of elements included in each subset, and the elements of the superset will be scattered to count like hailstones on the ground. And so, in this phase, I will be able to count the clouds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be able to count the raindrops that are in each cloud, such as 4 in each of these. And I will be able to see that the actual elements in each cloud, D, C, B, A. So I will be able to distinguish the scattered hailstones that are in each cloud. And in this case, I will be able to see the individual hailstones that are scattered in all the clouds, A, B, C, D, and E. But just as the clouds disappear after a rainstorm, the formation of all groups of subsets above the R equal 1 group, above the R equal 1 group of subsets, likewise may only then be imagined or remembered. So after we reach the R equal 1 group, these combinations will be only memory. The differentiation phase of R equal N to R equal 1 groups of subsets comprises the involution of Platonic ideals, essences, into Aristotelian forms, are the qualification of the binding of consciousness, Shiva, by the gunas of Shakti.